birthday. Hey, man, Lexi. Man, Lexi. Say hi. We all say hi. Just me and Tony, we get tattoos.
I won't hold my breath.
This is a 5x8 portfolio I got from Amazon, and I'll link it in the comments for you. I also need ideas of what to do to cover us, so drop those as well. For the first page, I really want to show my comfort zone and what I do the most, what I'm more comfortable with. I feel like this shows a lot of the basis of what I can do, is especially full and charcoal. As we move on, the pages are right next to each other, so each page I really wanted them to complement each other. For pages 2 and 3, we have Faded Elegance and Hellebore Display. It also shows my comfort zone with rolls and stuff like that, and I feel like this really...
This is Joel, a dude I met halfway across the world because of an Instagram DM. And on our final day together in the Amazon jungle, he said something so damn true.
I'm broke as f*** at this very moment. I get a lot of people asking me like, yo, I need to travel. How do you do all this shit so much? But he always comes. But it's like, yo, experiences never have a price, ever. How do you do it? It's not about the opportunity that makes the will to make it happen. Always. Don't mind that parachute. Just sit impressed. Somebody who's not going to care about you. Don't go out. It's a simple thing.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I shall not kiss the ground.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
As a tool. I am damned, but I will remake this world in my dark image.
Minions have spawned.
Out the light. I shall make darkness eternal. Do you see my head? Your death awaits. I stood against the void. Now I will give it. The only peace I seek is death.
First blood.
Let me show you darkness.
An enemy has been slain.
I am unbowed. Noble is this carnage. They will call me villain. Come, let me burn their hatred again and forever. I march to death. For I wish it was my I must destroy even hope. Their screams will be like the soothing hum of insects at dusk.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm in a cage within a prison. But this foul scent reminds me of my purpose. As long as this world lives, I will punish them. I will drown in oceans of blood. For my imprisonment, they will suffer. Let them lament my name. Only be heard when they loathe me in
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I will sever your limbs! I will carve your souls!
Enemy has been slain.
Freedom will come!
An ally has been slain. Unstoppable.
He will call me a god killer. Am I the abyss? Or did I gaze into it?
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Challenge me, mortals! I am here!
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Those who call me enemy, I welcome them.
As expected. Freeze. Looking in. Immaculate.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I cannot die until all life
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Headshot.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, it's for some reason
I shall give them.
it didn't switch over to the game. I'll fix it in a second. We're about to win this game.
Now you're ready to round.
Steady. I never miss.
If you're still here and didn't leave. But yeah, I know it's glitchy. I don't want to exit out of the game right now and have it accidentally glitch my game, because I've had that happen before. This game's almost over, and then I should be able to fix it.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I should get it fixed here in just a little bit. We're about to win this. You like my pet dragon that I got here? Riding on my shoulder? Gaming with me? Yeah, the dragon's riding, get it? It's just a play on words.
There is a darkness in my heart.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, it's a girl dragon. Her name is Serene.
I will end.
Just playing Aatrox right now. Right now, I'm 2 kills, 2 assists. Our team is ahead in kills by 19-7 champion kills. And we haven't lost a single tower yet. But we're about to push into their base. We still have bot tower to grab.
Shut down.
But other than that, yeah, we're winning pretty good.
I am a rock.
An enemy has been slain.
They just surrendered.
Victory!
See if I can get this working. I've never had it do that before. I've never had it glitch. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. So what champs do you usually play when you play League? Just kind of curious. Yasuo and Fizz? Nice. I think Fizz is kind of fun to play. I've never played Yasuo before. I've played against Yasuo plenty of times. So guess what? After you were watching my stream yesterday and you were like, you're from Korea, I went and got some Korean barbecue. So I was like, I was talking to some Korean guy today. I was like, I'm gonna go get some Korean barbecue. There's a place that's called Cut Bop. And I went and got some food from there. No, the closest that I've ever been to Korea, actually the only Asian country that I've ever been to was Japan. I've been to Japan and spent like 2 weeks in Japan, traveling the whole country. went and saw like the Emperor's Palace and all this other stuff. The closest other than that I've been to Fiji. So like down below Korea. Yeah, I've been to Japan.
They are nothing before me.
I know that your characters are a little bit different. I mean, Japan's characters are different than the Chinese characters, and then the Korean characters were created by Korean, I think, like not that long ago. Like their whole language was like the language that I know the written language of Korea was created like really not that long ago. So I watched a documentary on it or something like that. At least that's what the documentary said. It was like said that there was one of the leaders in Korea literally came up with his own language. Alright, hopefully it doesn't freeze on this screen again. Yeah, I went with my family. A lot of the places I've traveled to has been with my family. We went all over Japan. This last travels that I went on though, I went by myself. I'm from a place called Utah in the United States.
I go. Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, it didn't glitch this time. But I've traveled pretty much
30 seconds
around the entire world. Like, I've been to almost everywhere in the Americas. That's including like Canada, Central America, and South America. I've been to Europe. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to Oceania, which is like, that's like over there in Australia and all those places.
The dragon nears.
Minions have spawned.
I mean, I think probably the one thing that, like, America probably has that a lot of other like a lot of people don't realize is their interstate system.
The enemy,
like the ability to drive a vehicle here is, I think it's one of the biggest things that a lot of people just take for granted is the ability to drive across the country and stuff like that. I know that in a lot of other places, traveling across borders of nations and things like that, a lot of it's by train and stuff like that. Like, people don't really travel by train here. People just drive everywhere, and either that or they fly if it's like too far to drive or too expensive and stuff like that.
On wings of fury.
Yeah, people drive. People just drive everywhere because the interstate system is very, very well developed. I think that's the one thing people don't realize, but I mean, I realize it traveling to other places. Because every other place seems like it's like really, I mean, they have like good roads and stuff like that, but it doesn't necessarily connect like the bigger areas together. It's like if you're gonna do the bigger areas of places across, like around the other sides of the world, like you usually got to go by train or by boat or by airplane. But here, everything's connected by the road. There's like not one place you can't get to by road. Pretty much the entire continent until you go down to Mexico.
Without remorse.
Canada's pretty much the same way, though. But I mean, technically, if you're talking to people, like, America is Canada and Mexico too. Like when you're talking about the United States, like I've been down to Mexico enough, and people that live in South America will always say like, this is America too. So like, people need to realize that it's like America includes Canada and Mexico and Brazil and all those other countries. Like that's all America. And those people won't let you forget it either. Like the people that live in South America and things like that, like you ask them and they're like, this is America as well. But as soon as you cross the border into South America, the roads, you can't necessarily get everywhere by road. Like their road systems aren't, it's pretty sketchy sometimes. And sometimes up in Canada, in the mountains, it gets pretty sketchy.
The quiet before battle.
Yeah, that's all America. Like Mexico, Brazil, Chile.
The dragon nears.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the continent of America. Because a lot of people just when they hear the word America, they automatically think United States. But that's not, like, the United States is the United States and it's on the American continent. And so a lot of people get included into like being talked about is just they get clumped into this whole group of like America, but people just think the United States, but that's not technically like what it is. And all those people down in Mexico and things like that will let you know that. They'll say like, this is America too. Like if you travel there. I've traveled to Mexico so many times, South America. I've traveled to South America and Mexico so many times.
They should run now.
Yeah, for some reason you just, when you're in international like territories, you hear the word America and for whatever reason you don't even include you don't include Canada, you don't include Mexico or Brazil or any of those places. You just, for whatever reason, everyone just thinks United States. But yeah, I've traveled pretty much the entire globe. Like my last little circumnavigation, I went by myself. I went to Russia. From Russia, I went to Italy. And then from Italy, I went to Greece. And then from Greece, I went to the United Kingdom. I've been to Tonga. I've been to Fiji. Been to Japan. I've been to
I go.
Mostly all the tropical islands, like really close to the United States, so the Caribbean. I've been to pretty much almost all the major islands in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. all those places. I've almost been to every like major language. Every major language is like a representative country of that language. So like all the major languages on the planet, I've almost been to every single country that represents at least one of those languages. Like whether it's an Asian language or what, stuff like that. My family loves to travel. Like that's what my family spends their money on. Just like a lot of people spend their money on things. My family works really hard. Like we work really, really hard, and we work together. Like that's the thing. Like my family, it's a big family, and we all work together. You seem like you're pretty good at English. Like you're able to understand me and talk back to me. So. Yeah, my family, my family has just a company, like, that we've pretty much had our whole life, and my family works together, and when, like, worst comes to worst, my family always looks after family, and so, and when we go places, we always go together, and that's what we spend our money on, is we just go and we all travel with each other.
They should run now. Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, there comes a point in time when if you want to improve your language skills in another language, you have to move to the country where they speak that language. Like, that's my opinion. Because, like, I speak Spanish, but the only time my Spanish really comes out is if I'm in a country and I don't have any other English speakers around me. And I can speak pretty good Spanish. But I really have to be put in a place where it's like no one speaks any English around me. I just feel like if you're gonna, there comes a point in time when you're trying to learn other languages, like if you're trying to improve it, you have to go to a country where that's the language that they speak, and you just have to speak that language. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like a crazy.
An enemy has been slain.
How do you think I'm doing in this match so far?
Of fury.
But I have a big problem with like I've traveled so much, and it's like I've always tried to represent like my country well and stuff like that, and then you just hear people talk so much trash, and I'm like, that is not what America's like at all. Like, because it's pretty much saying that like I'm it's like you hear people just say all this bad stuff all the time, and I'm like, that's not been my experience at all. And it's like people just live off of stereotypes and like things like that, and I'm like, that's not at all what it's like. And the internet has this way of totally like space. The internet is like space, and sometimes to like stay warm, you have to create friction. And like, if you look at my channel, like I've been like on my channel like alone for a long time, and like I say a lot of stuff, But in most cases, like that's just me creating this conversation of friction so I can pretty much just stay alive in space kind of thing. Yeah, if you speak in your local area, it'll improve, I bet.
They should run now.
Where would you want to go to in America? And when I say America, I guess I'm saying the United States.
Nothing like me. The quiet before battle. I go.
This match is pretty close right now. Like, I feel like I'm doing really well, but I don't know about the rest of my team.
The enemies of Demacia will fall.
Washington, D.C. It's nice if you like statues and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of like statues and
An ally has been
things
slain.
like that in Washington. Most places people think of going are like New York, California. I don't know, that's pretty much it, I think. Whenever I hear about people visiting the United States, like that's where I always hear about them going. Maybe Florida. People always visit either New York or like California, Hollywood, or Florida. Those are really the only places I ever hear of people. That's interesting, you want to go to Washington. I mean, if you like politics and stuff like that, you want to go see like different political buildings and stuff like that. But Washington has a ton of statues and things if you're into like statues and stuff.
They have faced nothing like me. Heal by fire. They should run now. An ally has been slain. I go. Enemy double kill. The quiet before enemy rampage.
Oh, my whole team just got killed.
Your turret has been destroyed. The enemies of Demacia will fall.
Yeah, if you're into politics, go to Washington. If you're into high fashion and things like that, popularity and stuff, go to New York. If you're into the whole like hippie type of movements and things like that, go to California. There's like 3 really different kinds of people for you that live in this country right there.
Double kill.
Politicians, the popular kids. Politicians are they're really dry, really. You can go and check out all the politicians, they're really dry. You can go check out all the popular kids in New York. Or you can go check out all the hippies in California.
They faced nothing like me.
Yeah, I was doing really good mid.
Your turret has been destroyed.
They should run now.
An enemy is godlike. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
On wings of fury.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You don't care about politics, then why do you want to go to Washington? Just curious. Because that's pretty much what Washington is full of, is politics. I mean, the culture there is very diverse. It's a very multicultural place, Washington is.
Your turret has been destroyed.
The enemies of Demacia will fall.
An ally has been slain. An enemy is legendary.
The dragon nears.
Ooh, am I gonna take one of their towers?
Without remorse.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I smell fear.
An enemy is legendary. I am unleashed. An ally has been slain.
Get out of here, Timo.
Look quiet before battle.
How's Demacia?
Great.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is legendary.
Do I have a lot of complaints about politics? No, not really. There are, like, in my opinion, everything in life is a matter of handling, like, personality and distance. Things that are familiar and things that are distant. And there are many different systems and ways to handle familiarity and distance. It's like you can pursue science. And science will like meet up with being able to handle things in a very similar way that politics does. You can pursue things in like a poetic manner, and poetic justice ends up handling things ultimately maybe along the same lines as to like how science does. It's like just a matter of how you want to view the world, really. I choose to like definitely I choose to handle it in my own way. Like, because whatever form of system you're talking about, like I said, the only thing that it's doing is you're just handling a sense of familiarity and a sense of distance. It can be politics, it can be science, it can be any form of belief system. I guess mostly I do mine with like some form of philosophy, personal, like my own made-up philosophy.
An enemy is unstoppable. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Double kill.
Years.
Your turret has been destroyed.
But like you're talking to somebody who, like, when you really talk to me about America, like I get into a philosophy of like contradiction where I'm like, if they call America the New World, then there's only two worlds that really exist. There's the old world and the new world. And the new world is continually trying to come at life from the future, and the old world is trying to always continually come at life from the past. And so like, I don't even like raise a flag that's like, has like stars and stripes on it. Like when I raise a flag, I make it up every single time. I just make it up new every time. Because I'll say something like this. Like I say something like, the new world is, the new world has been as old as time, because there have always been tales from like every country of like a new world or a new land. Whether it's tales of heaven or whether it's tales of a distant, exotic country full of things and wonders that you've never before seen, like Atlantis or something like that. Like Atlantis is a very old idea, but it's an idea of a new land, a new world. And you have like Norwegian or Norse tales of like when they travel to like Greenland and stuff like that. Like, so life always renders itself into like this polarity. Like, I don't know if you're a Taoist or anything like that, but if you study Taoism, then you're gonna study the yin and the yang of things, and you might get along with me better like that way than a rational person. Because I'll just say like, either you're a part of the new world or you're a part of the old world. Like no matter where you live. Like there's only two worlds. There's only two countries. There's only two countries on this entire planet. There's the New World and there's the Old World. The Old World is always going to look at things in a traditional way. The New World is always going to look at things from a way it's never been before. When I raise a flag up, like I just make it up and I just fly it. Like I've literally went to like public places and like raised the flag and I just made it up. Alright.
is over.
I hear you.
What's up? How was your smoke? Yeah, how was it? Was it a good smoke? Or are you asking if I smoke? And yes, it is morning here. 1 a.m. there, huh? Yeah, it's literally like I just have like woke up and started my day. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here. You're gonna quit? Well, start today. If that's what your plan is, then just do it. I mean, I've been doing stuff physical for my entire life. Like, I mean, I definitely have indulged in many pleasures, but at the same point in time, I've always balanced it out with like a very intensive program of not only preparation, but of determination to always be doing added measures that will make anything negligible in regards to any exposure of anything that I would receive in a normal life anyways, where then people that haven't done anything and don't do my added measures then probably are going to be worse than me even having indulged anyways. And then at the same point in time, I like to think that there is a process of like this understanding between the body's ability to like harness and control its motives of pleasure.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Lei Hong, what's up? Li Hong, this is Sean Wong. Introduce you two to each other.
Minions have spawned.
But I mean, the fact that the body itself is a vessel which can experience pleasures, there has to do something with the brain's ability to control this notion of pleasure. Like, there's something to this, where the fact that it's like the brain itself is trying to figure life out. And more so, the detrimental effect of this is it's an effect of the mind where the brain begins to take advantage of your body. And it's like, I've done some poetry on this. Like, I'm definitely don't think the same way anyone you're ever gonna hear you talk to you about this, but I will say that like anything like that is like the brain's then trying to take advantage of the body. And I've just barely written a really recent piece of poetry on what I call the darkness of the brain. And so when the time comes for you to communicate to your body, like I like to think like the body can, your own body can express itself beyond your body. Like, because your body is a part of a network. And so, as long as when the time comes for you to express a creative way for the portion of your body that you've taken advantage of, so that it is provided with a path to still be a part of your life, then you're not cutting off limbs or features of your body. But when the time comes, you have to be able to communicate, and maybe in most cases it's going to be in a form of embarrassment or something like that, where you feel embarrassed to communicate something to somebody or something, so that you don't cut off parts or members of your body because of something that you've taken advantage of. And then hopefully these things as you communicate with members of your body, then the way in which you can have a relationship with these pleasurable experiences of your body can be something that doesn't take away the portions of that your body has in regards to it feeling like it deserves this reward, because it's all based upon a reward system. And this is gonna sound very made up and very dubious and very eccentric, but I mean, life is pretty crazy in general, because I can say members of your body, but I could be talking about an organization. But at the same point in time, there comes a point in time where that organization does influence your being. And so it can be spoken of in a very direct and correlated manner.
Ambition without deeds, hollow, pitiful.
An ally has been slain.
So you just have to learn how to speak to your body. Like, if that's something that you want to do, you got to learn how to speak to your body and figure out how you can manage that reward system in a way that makes it so that you're not cutting off enjoyable members of your body. I make it sound more spiritual, or maybe more new age than anything, but...
Once upon a time.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
So how do you think I'm doing against Yasuo, since you're a Yasuo player? What do I gotta watch out for? What's he gonna try to do here? Because life is full of a lot of contradictions. Like, why would we be given pleasurable experiences for something that is negative? You know what I mean? Like, why does sex seem ugly if you just look at it from a third-person point of view? Like, it does. It just seems ugly and a very debilitating act in regards to what the true human form can achieve in regards to its relation to all the angles of this system that we navigate. And so you have to learn how to be an artist with all these things. This Kane keeps blaming me for things. He keeps blaming me for a bunch of things. I'm like, dude, none of that is in, like, none of that's in my control, buddy. What? Keep... Yeah, well, I've thought a lot, man. Like, I have thought about pretty much almost everything. Everything you can think of, like, I've thought of, and I've probably written it down. Like, I'm not joking when I say that. Like, whatever the human mind can think of, I've probably thought of it, and I've probably written it down.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
What? Dude, I don't have any mana. Bro, I just told you, dude.
An enemy has been slain.
Fiddlesticks is just a story to our children. Lies crumble.
Seem like we got some good... Man, every game I'm like, I'm doing so good mid, and then I just look up at the score and my team is getting trashed on. Did you find any of my other videos? Did you see anything that you liked or anything like that? I have so many videos, dude.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Oh, you watched the video of me playing basketball? Yeah, I have a ton of them where I'm just going to the gym. Like, I have like a couple hundred videos of where I just go and do different exercises at the gym. If I had more money right now, I would do a lot more stuff at the gym, but I have like no money at all. So all the exercises I do are just outside and just like, and things like that. And I can't really afford to eat the way I want to and stuff like that. Like if I was to make more money on this channel, dude, I would be in insane shape. Like I would be in such good shape. But I make no money off this YouTube thing, so. But I would, like, that's what I would dedicate like all my time to. I love being in amazing shape. And like I've been in like model, like underwear model shape before. Like right now, I'm in pretty good shape. Like my body shape is pretty good, but it's not like where I want it to be. Like I know it can be a lot better. But I've been working hard. Yeah, for whatever reason, Google just does not value me as an employee. Yeah, dude, I take care, like, dude, that's all I do is, like, all day is I wake up and I go to the gym. Like, today I'm taking a break. Every day I run 3 miles. Every day I go to the gym and I exercise in, like, 130-degree temperature gym. Like, I can lift. Like, most of my exercise stuff that I've done is lifting. Like, I can lift pretty good weights. Like, I've been doing sports my whole life. Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. Like, I can run and jog and I can sprint. I'm a pretty fast sprinter. Like, just all-around athlete. Like, I play most sports. Anytime anyone invites me to go play any sport, whatever it is, I can go and play. And usually, like, I can be competitive. Maybe I'm not gonna like dominate and be the best professional, but yeah, dude, if you're looking for motivation, I have plenty of videos on there for you to check out and get some motivation for that stuff. If I had more money, it would be game over though. Like if I had more money, there'd be so many things in my life that would just be game over though. Like that's the one thing in my life that's just like, oh, it could be so game over. Like I could build. I have such a crazy, wild imagination. Like the things I would construct if I had money. Like just the sheer notion of what I would even construct if I had money, where I would go, what I would do. Like, dude, it's insane. Like all if I just had money. And my body, dude, my body would be insane if I had more money. Like, I would invest, like, pretty much all my money into that, dude. And my body would just look insane, and I would just stay there. I mean, right now I'm in good shape. No, it's not. Even for me, even that I'm in good shape, it still is like every day just to go and do it. It's a mental thing. People that go to the gym enough, you'll always hear them say like it's 99% mental, 1% physical. Like, dude, I run 3 miles every single day, every single morning. And yeah, it gets easier, but like just the notion of like getting up to do it when I have no one else around me telling me to do it. I have no one telling me to do any of this. It's like, and I don't have a life partner. I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that. So it's like a lot of that is a lot of motivation and stuff right there. And it's like I just do it all on my own. All just me, man. Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into like a lot better shape. I just have had no money, and I've been fighting, like literally like fighting a lot of things in life. And so it's put me in a lot of bad situations that I've had to recover from. And so I've been recovering from basically my fights. Like a fighter in the UFC, like they go and they get beat up. Like I've literally went and I've been fighting and I've gotten beat up and I've had to recover from my fights. And it's put me in some like pretty bad shape. And it's messed up my body quite a bit. And so I'm just barely getting back on top of it. Like that's the most basic way I can describe it. Make a girlfriend?
It's dark.
The only one who is successfully able to make a girl is God. And I don't think I'm at the level of being able to call myself God, otherwise I'd be able to fly around.
Victory!
Hey, Sean Wan, I'm gonna go and make some food and stuff like that, man. So I'm gonna probably be off for like an hour or something. Make some food and stuff. And then I'll be back on, but you'll probably be asleep by then, I would expect. But thanks for hanging out and thanks for coming back on again today. Hopefully it was a little bit enjoyable. A nice, pleasant thing to carry you away into the night, hopefully. I'll see you later.